Hey, Snack Pack, snacking here, putting the pork in your egg roll, if you know what I mean, bringing you a, just a little more than a tactical breakdown this time. It's going to be a, what do I want to say? It's going to be a what was I thinking video of my performance on Volskaya. We're a 6-stack thanks to the Looking for group. Anyway, as you can see, we've got some unranked, so the SR difference isn't clear. But I've done these types of videos for like Diva before, where I go through kind of a little more detailed tactical breakdown and talk about, you know, what I was thinking and what I was trying to achieve at the time with whatever I'm doing. We are playing with Nock, who is a platinum DPS badass, by the way, so that is definitely going to help add to our team comp. Oh, and before I forget, I need to give a shout out to Tactical Fish, who is my favorite fish. I like him poached in a nice lemon sauce. But enough about my sex life. Happy birthday, my friend. Happy belated birthday. Wanted to get this video out a couple days ago, but I had my own stuff to deal with. Anyway, happy birthday, sir. I hope you remember none of it. And I hope you woke up with strange people. Otherwise, it just wasn't a birthday. Anyway, let's get this started. Hopefully Mock-U's not AFK much longer. Skipping forward. Okay, so Babe McPoops, again, shout out to you for the best names ever, is going to be our primary healer. I'm going to take Moira for secondary. We've got Reinhardt Zarya. Now, I've watched some videos about how to defeat Reinhardt Zarya. I'll be honest, I am not a fan. I think Zarya deserves time in the meta. I think she needs to be picked and counterpicked like any other character. I hate this whole we're gonna take Ryan Zarya because that's just what you do. It's a brawl comp. It's a get me close comp. It's we don't have a lot of range comp. And how do you beat that? You take range. You take mobility, because they can't get to you. So there was a very interesting video. I want to say it was Chris Terrios that put it out. But it might have been someone else. But anyway, it goes. Very good video on how to defeat the Ryan Zarya comp. I really liked it. Junkrat for DPS over there. I'm not sure what our other DPS is yet, but I guess we'll know in just a minute.
I'm really happy with the improvement they did with the mics.
Oh, Mock-U hasn't picked yet. Yeah.
The argument for kind of like, oh, okay, I can stop.
Okay, Mock-U went with a Farah, so we've got a pharmacy. Now, I will say I do like this comp, and the reason I like this comp is because as Moira, unless the Junkrat just goes crazy, and Nock, like I said, is pretty good, I can heal the tanks and the Junkrat between my golden urine and my golden ball of urine that I throw around. And that leaves the pharmacy to be a unit unto itself, right? And then Babe McPoops can jump down just kind of when we need it. Alright, so here we go.
Let's see it.
Good job by our Diva absorbing the fire strike. This is my favorite position as Moira, is right behind the tanks. I can spray urine on the DPS when I need to. I can get the healing ball out when I have to.
What's up, Mercy?
Okay, so I saw I was too late to save the diva. I saw our Reinhardt getting beat up on, but he's got almost 5-1 or 4-1 on him. Still, I threw the healing ball in there, and that can heal him until I can get close enough to spray him.
Mercy's one. I lost her. I got frozen.
Now that's one thing about the healing balls is sometimes they go wide like they did on a Junkrat.
Quick shot. How's it?
Now, as Moira, one thing that you're good at, well, semi-good at, because as you can see, the drain aura takes a long time. But Babe is doing a great job at keeping our team healed, while I work on pulling down this Mercy.
Their mercy is down.
They want. Am I dead?
Now I can just spray urine around. Easy take.
I got shattered so freaking fast.
Big pick.
Oh man, we're gonna have a barrage.
And somehow I managed to pick up gold healing there, which is rare, because honestly, Babe is an amazing healer.
We can maybe get a 60 with a big barrage if I have damage boost. That's actually huge.
Okay, that was a total waste
Back up.
on their side to send that dragon out.
Yeah, but we need 6. We'll go around the side. Can I get damage boost? Up top, Mercy. Top left.
Roadhog going around right.
Push up, push up, push up, push up.
Shield's about to go. I'm getting
Push
frozen.
up, just push up.
Now, the nice thing with May walls, if you use them properly, is you can bounce your healing orbs around off of them. And sometimes it'll create a really small space where you can just dump the whole 300 points of healing straight on who needs it.
Just push up.
Getting frozen.
Stay on the point, stay on the point. Keep the res down. I think May DC'd.
I think she did too.
And man, tick.
Roadhog behind.
They brought no Risa.
Get the Mercy.
Mercy one.
Up top healing. Fuck, I need res on point.
May's back.
Where he can't.
It's okay.
Okay, when I walked up there, I chose to save my fade because I wanted to be able to get out of there if I needed to. So I was afraid to use it to get up the stairs quickly to take on that Hanzo, right? But he was gone by the time I got there. If I would have faded into him, there's a good chance I couldn't have gotten back out. So I was saving the fade for retreat.
We got 2 ticks, that's lit. About to win.
All right, and I'm bouncing healing orbs around the walls, and I'm back on the Mercy.
I'm down.
Our Mercy is down.
He went up top.
5 minutes.
That's just gross.
Did anybody die?
Yeah, I died.
Okay. Pretty good.
All right, that one was fairly easy. The nice thing about attack is you can kind of stay behind your tanks, and kind of in the middle of the group is where I like to stay with Moira, right? Is kind of behind the tanks, maybe a little bit behind the DPS, someplace where I can peel either backward or forward depending on the flow of the battle. Anyway, fast forwarding. Alright, this time I'm going to bring the Brigitte because, well, I need practice.
I got this
Getting
really
like
nice.
pull
I
out
got
your
this really
flammer.
cool shift key, and it makes me go real fast in a straight line. I can deliver brawls to people in just a couple seconds.
Fed that Zarya.
I'm not flanking. Let me know when we're at the gate.
Lucio one.
I'm
Oh,
down the
behind
window.
Somebody in the window.
It's Hanzo.
Junkrat to the right, behind
Okay.
us.
Yeah, Junkrat behind.
Dead. Mercy 1.
Alright, see, I'm trying to peel for Reinhardt a little bit here.
Hanzo in the window.
Hanzo window.
Got Lucio.
Moira got, or what's her name? Zarya got through.
This is winnable.
I'm trying to get my armor
I
pack
don't know what
up.
happened to Zarya. Thought she got through. I gotta recharge my shield here, guys.
Zarya got our diva somewhere.
I'm alive. It was Mac.
Oh, dragons to the face.
Playing the point.
Switching.
Thank you.
I was going to switch, but I realized I had the rally. So I went ahead and held on. First point's really,
After I
really
use
hard to
my
hold
rally, I'll
anyway.
switch to Moira.
I can ult to the point, should I?
I don't know. Somebody up there say something.
Well, there's no
Oh, no,
point in
back up,
using your
back up,
rally
back
because
up.
we're going to lose it when you switch.
Back up, back up, back up.
I'm not switching right away.
Oh, I thought that's what you were. Okay.
No.
Okay.
Okay, with Brigitte, I like to try and stay with our Reinhardt, because I feel like she peels for the tanks, right? I mean, she's a healer for the tanks, is kind of the way I look at her. Now, she can absolutely peel for the supports as well, if she's positioned kind of in the middle of a death ball. Kind of in the same position Moira is. I play Brigitte positioning a lot the same way I play Moira, which is probably why I'm not a good Brigitte, because I'm not in a good position to use her shield bash.
Who's on point?
Lucio.
Lucio.
Just tickling the point. Should be a free kill.
Now, that's a skill that I need to practice, is yanking that Reinhardt out of charge. And what I've seen other Brigittes do is, and this is something that I didn't know at the time of this game, is most of the time I've seen him step to the side and then shield bash at like a 90-degree angle to the Reinhardt, or a 45-degree angle to the Reinhardt, so that instead of doing it head on like I did, right?
Oh, that was painful.
So the enemy tried to use, grab snakes, but our Doomfist came back and did some real damage.
Junk's one on the right. Junk's one on the right. Behind. One.
Now Junkrat is a counter to Brigitte,
Not Outback.
He did.
He's still one.
so I'm not going to chase him.
Ooh, they could shoot the Sonic arrow. That's
Didn't get
great.
a tick.
Wow, we did hold. Good job, y'all.
Mercy dead.
Nice.
Help, help. No. Good pick, good pick. Back up.
Junk on our right. Junk on the right.
Okay, honestly, I was a little late moving up to support the tanks on that. I should have been more aggressive in that case, because the tanks really had it covered very well. I could have walked in there and shield bashed.
Yeah.
And there, I shield bashed way too early.
Counter-charge
on the
use
point.
bubble. Mercy's low. I couldn't finish.
And I still have rally, and I still haven't switched. Honestly, our DPS is carrying me in this game. I am not doing as well as I should.
Junk's going behind. He's in the side room.
One of my problems with Brigitte is what enemy do you face with the shield, since it's a personal shield, right?
Point.
I finally used the rally. And I feel like the rally was well timed because it was during that graviton, and then the bomb zoned them out. So, I mean, I feel like that rally was the first good play I made with Brigitte.
Zarya, high energy.
Finally, I did it right. I finally did it right.
Yeah, Junkrat, high ground, top left.
He's back.
Yeah, he's at our spawn. Where is he?
Got him.
Nice.
I need healing.
4 seconds and an armor pack.
Yeah, I gave it to the Diva. Couldn't get it to the Pharaoh. And he got bubbled, which stopped me from charging him. That was a great play on their Zarya, because I think I had him that time. I finally give
Switching
up.
to Moira. Oh, I got booped.
Okay, that was painful. And as I recall, this is play of the game, too.
Heals. Big. No tick camp, boys.
But the rest of the team keeps us alive while Puzzle and I... And you'll notice I went... Yeah, there. See, I went out the other side. Okay, one thing I like about Volskaya defense is there's lots of walls to bounce your healing orbs off of. You can bounce them crossways, you know, left to right, or you can bounce them to the sides of the entrance and have them come back. It's really good for Moira. Moira on defense is very strong on this point because she can really pump out a bunch of healing on point.
Don't get hit by those.
Another pick.
Nice.
Another pick. JK. Big feet.
Our defense is totally owning them. Our DPS, I mean.
Oh, that's bad.
Behind you, Ferret.
Now,
Lucio's waiting outside.
see, I can kind of follow when you... As Moira, when you release a healing orb, if you're in a position to, you should follow it. Because as the enemy does damage, it will just heal you up, right?
Four on 5. Good kills.
Knock is a great Pharah. Okay. When you use Coalescence, my favorite targets with Coalescence, not that we have them on the board right now, are Brigitte's, because they cannot stop it. And their health pool is low enough that you can finish them off with a Coalescence. Pharah's, because you have enough aim with your beam to pull down a Pharah. And Mercies, whether ulting or not, you can usually pull down a Mercy with your Coalescence.
Nice. It's Lucio.
Easy.
Alright, and that's the end. 2-1. But what I really, so that's kind of how I play Moira. And to summarize, as much as you can, stay kind of in the middle back of your team, in a place where you can peel for either other supports or the tanks. Throw the healing orb as often as you're able. Prioritize healing over damage drain. When there's nothing to do, throw the drain orbs all you want. But if your team's getting hurt, you need to start peeing on them to get their health up. Do damage when you need to keep your own healing up. Moira is all about resource management. And I'm not going to talk about my Brigitte play because it's just god-awful. But I will learn. I want to master all the supports. I play an okay Anna. I play a pretty mean Zen, actually. But Brigitte, for some reason, is just kind of a mystery to me. Anyway, that's all I got. Again, happy birthday, Tactical Fish. Snacking out.